Hey friends, welcome back to Family Meals. Chef Alan.
And Chef Ella.
Boy, we got a good one here for you. We're getting you guys ready for the 4th of July. A lot of barbecuing, a lot of grilling. We got 2 ribs here. We got a smoked rib and we got an incredible oven roasted rib. For those of you who don't have a smoker, we're gonna kill this. You ready, Ella?
Woo!
Let's go.
1,
2,
3, let's go!
All right, everybody, here we go. Ribs for 4th of July. This is gonna be great. So what we have right here are baby back ribs. I prefer the baby back ribs just because they're more uniform. And basically all it is the butcher cuts this piece off, makes it nice and square, easy to cook, easy to eat. This could be awesome. Ella, why don't we walk through the ingredients we got going on here?
we have garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika.
Awesome. And we also have some kosher salt and 16 mesh black pepper. And I'm going to walk you through a little bit why we're doing that. But we're not going to do one preparation of ribs. How many are we doing, Ella?
2.
2. We're going to do 1 on the smoker and we're going to do 1 in the oven. So anybody who might live in an apartment, doesn't have the luxury of cooking great barbecue, we're going to show you how to do it. Ready to cook?
Woo!
Let's go. All right, everybody. So now I'm going to walk you through our rub we're making. The most important thing, being here in Texas, it is kosher salt, 16 mesh black pepper, and yeah, this is going to be great. But here's the trick for you. We're going to post an Amazon link for you, so where you can get these large shakers where you can make your own rub, put it in your pantry, and use it as you want. All right, so real simple. I'm going to do 2-to-1 ratio of salt to pepper. I don't want too much salt in there, all right, because the meat is so thin, okay? But we want that pepper in there to really give us that nice roasted flavor, because that pepper is going to cook up real nice, real caramelized. All right, we're gonna add just a little bit of onion powder. Use granulated onion powder, use granulated garlic, because you don't want it to clump up when you put it in. All right, so that's roughly, and again, this is all a guide. You know, you could put in whatever you like. You can put a little chili powder in here, all right? But I'm looking for that deep mahogany color from there. I'm gonna put a touch more salt, okay? Look at that, looks like one of those sand things you would make when you're in summer camp. All right, so now we're just gonna give that a little shake, okay? And I'm gonna label this for my ribs, all right? If I was doing brisket, straightforward black pepper and salt. If I was doing other items, it would be different. I'm gonna label that, put that in my cupboard, and we're good to go. Next, we're gonna start seasoning up our ribs. All right, so here we got our spice blend made up, our rub made up. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the little bits here, all right? And I'm just gonna trim this down with our kitchen shears, okay? Because I don't want it to really, I don't want to get too much burnt on there. I want to kind of keep it uniform, okay? Put that piece in there, come on, get in there. All right, now, all right, to me that looks really nice. We could actually take this rib off there. I think I'm going to. I'm gonna take that off right there, okay? And you're gonna see why. We're gonna save these scraps. We're gonna make a pork stock with these. We're gonna add that to our barbecue sauce at the very end for a really nice candy-like glaze on there. Okay, so now we have our rub made up, okay? Now if you can get a nice shot of that right there. How great does that look, guys? I mean, this is so straightforward, simple, okay? And by using this, we're not having clumps on there, really nice, even application. Okay, now here, sometimes people like to pull off the membrane on here. I really don't care, okay? I think that cooked enough, it will dissolve down to where you could still get a nice mouthfeel out of this, but I'm not really too concerned about this, okay? So now we got nice coverage on there, okay? We're gonna flip this over one more time. I mean, you could already see the seasoning soaking into the meat there, looking nice and dry. Okay, so now, like I said, we're doing one standard on the grill in a smoker, one in the oven. This piece is going to go in the oven, just like this. All right, we got a catch pan underneath here to catch all the moisture and the drippings that come out. Okay, and we have full circulation of heat around it too. So that's going to be fantastic. All right, so now I'm going to season this one up, and I will meet you out by the grill. All right, everybody, so we got our oven set at 275. We got the pork well elevated off of the basically turkey pan, aluminum turkey pan. Okay, and I'm going to put this bad boy right at the top. And we're going to let that sit for about 2.5 hours, and we're going to check it out. Next, we're going to the smoker. All right, everybody, we got our smoker, our Masterbuilt 1050 gravity feed. This thing is just so awesome. I absolutely love this machine. All right, so now we got it set at 275. It's able to do that on my phone, on my app. And we have a combination of oak and mesquite in our hopper here, kind of shingled off on there, okay? We're gonna open this bad boy up. As you can see, we got a catch pan in here, okay? So we don't get any flame up, and some water, all right? We'll just let this sit for almost 2.5 hours, and we'll come back at, actually we got at 250, I apologize. 250 we're set at. And the key is, if you're looking, it ain't cooking. Let it do its thing, all right. All right, everybody, so now we talked about our baby back scraps. Ella wants to get a zoom in on there. Okay, we have our scraps in there, a little water, a touch of vinegar, and we're just gonna boil it up, get some flavor in there. And then once we pick the sauce that we wanna use, we're gonna fold that in, mix that in, thin it out, and we're gonna use that to coat our ribs at the very last minute. All right, everybody, so we're getting really close to check in on our ribs, both in the oven and in the smoker. But right now, I wanna show you what we have going on here. Look, we zoom in on that. So that's basically our pork stock that we made from our leftover scraps, okay? I am going to skim that out, all right? And the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I don't want to get any of those little impurities into our sauce, all right? So here, straightforward barbecue sauce, whatever you want to use. I personally don't like barbecue sauce on my ribs. I like to let the smoke, the seasoning, the time and effort we put in to be the flavor profile. But here, we're just gonna hit it like this a little bit. Okay. Put our top on. Okay. We're gonna shake that up. All right. See how loose that is? All right. Instead of adding water and diluting it, we took the pork stock, fortified that flavor, and we're just gonna spray it on there real quick. We're gonna wrap it up in foil, and that's gonna be the next step we're going to. All right, guys, so here we go. 250 degrees, 2 hours, ribs in the oven. Let's see where we're at. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Next step is seasoning, sauce, foil. All right, so here we go. We got our rib out. All right, here we have a combination of 1/4 apple cider vinegar, half the amount of apple juice, and water. Okay, and we're just gonna spritz that down, add just a little bit of moisture to it. Okay. We have the other side. All right. Next, we're gonna take some sauce that we, see how easy that goes on? We actually probably could have made that just a little thinner, but that's okay. All right, next, heavy duty aluminum foil. All right, you could actually get specific barbecue foil for this. Flesh side down, a little bit more sauce. Okay, and wrap that like a tent. Put it in here, there, take it, fold it down. We don't want it too tight, all right? perfect. Okay, back to the oven, let's go. All right, so now you saw we're ready to go back into the oven, 250 degrees. We're gonna check this in another hour and a half. Then I'm gonna show you the telltale sign that I've learned from some of the greatest barbecue places here in Texas. Number one being Bret's Barbecue in Katy, Texas, and how we check the doneness and tenderness of our ribs. All right, everybody, so here we go. We got all our mise en place ready to go. We got our 2 foils, we got our sauce, we got our vinegar mixture, and we got butter. Wait till you see what we're gonna do with that. So we haven't opened this in 2 hours. Let's see what this bad boy looks like. Oh, let's get nice and tight in there, see what we got going on. Oh, look at that. That looks absolutely awesome. All right, so now, again, we're gonna take our foil, okay? Look at that beautiful color on those ribs. That looks fantastic. Okay, let's spritz that down. Hit it with a little sauce. Okay. We're actually gonna spray this down too. Okay. Flip those ribs. Flip them over. Spritz. Ella, how's that color look on there? Does that look nice?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Our foil isn't big enough. So we're gonna have to get another piece to add onto there. All right, so we ran a little short on our foil. No big deal. It's cooking. We improvise, right? Let's flip that bad boy over. Tuck that down. Okay. Place that right back up on the rack there. All right, everybody, so now we are almost 3.5 hours in. We did 2 hours without the foil, 1.5 hours with the foil. Let's see where we're at. Smells fantastic. First thing I like to see is very little liquid on the bottom of the pan. All right, so that means we've got a lot of juice in there. I'm gonna go pick that up. Now, that's the telltale sign to see that it's done. I'll try to zoom on me doing that. See how we got that bend there? To me, that tells me that is perfect. So now, we're gonna let this sit for another 30 minutes, kind of let those juices relax, let the proteins relax, and then we're gonna unwrap it. Okay, everybody, so here we are at our Masterbuilt 1050 gravity feed barbecue and smoker. Again, we're gonna check that telltale sign. Oh, guys, that's perfect. Yes, that is hot. So we're gonna let this sit. We're gonna pull this out, bring this inside, let this sit for 30 minutes, then we're gonna see what we got. All right, everybody, here we go. So our first rack we have here, this is the rack that was in the smoker. Okay, see how the meat is pulled back like that on a bone? See that? Almost like that wiggle you have there. Remember that membrane I was telling you about? There it is right there. See what I was saying? It'll peel right off. Not worried about that at all. Get a nice shot of that, Ella. How beautiful is that, guys? Absolutely stunning. See that flexibility we have in there like that? That's absolutely perfect. All right. Now, for those of you who do not have a smoker at home, all right? Let's see how this will look. Again, look at all that moisture that came off of there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful steam coming off there. See how the meat is pulled back on a bone like that? Look at that color. Absolutely awesome. Now, yes, it's very hot. I'm gonna move this to the side. Okay. Let's look at these side by side. Okay. Almost look identical. The only difference we're gonna have is we should have a nice smoke ring on this one. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna cut these bad boys up and it's time for tasting. What do you think, Ella?
Woo!
Let's go. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna show you the major difference in our ribs. Here, we have our smoked ribs. Look at that beautiful pink hue of the meat around the sides. They're absolutely gorgeous. And we are oven roasted. No pink line, that's fine. All right. But look, these things are fantastic. All right. They're not falling off the bone. I don't want them to fall off the bone. They fall off the bone, they're overcooked. All right. But now it's time to taste. Ready to go, Ella?
Woo!
Let's taste. Okay, everybody, here we go. Moment of taste. You ready? Which one do you want? Dude, right? Really? All right, gotta take it. All right. Oh man, look at that juice on there, guys. My wife zoom on that. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. So happy with that. You could actually really just pull this right off the bone. You know what I mean? Here you go, sweetie. Take a bite. What do you think?
Thumbs up.
You're so funny. All right, guys. So we did our ribs here. 4th of July barbecue for you. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at the juice on that. Just literally falling off the bone. Incredible. Same thing here. Look at that. Oh, look at that. How awesome is that, guys? I mean, I hope this helps you out. I hope this takes away the anxiety you might have on making some barbecue. Simple stuff to do. Just take your time. Do your research. I hope this video really helps you out. Wow. Ella, what should they do next?
Subscribe, like this video, share to your friends, and comment on this video on what you want to see next.
There we go. All right, guys. Have a great 4th of July. Enjoy your barbecuing, and we'll see you soon.